Hey, welcome to match 7. I think despite the fact that this hand does have 2 tap lands and not more, it's still a keep. I've got a lot of the cheap cards that I want to see in my opening hand, and I'm still going to be able to play, at least on turn 3, the Omen of the Sea to try to hit my 3rd land drop if I get unlucky. So we've got Scry, and then Omen of the Sea to try to make sure that the lands keep flowing, and then Fae Wishes, Detention Sphere, Time Raveler. These are fine. Oh yeah, perfect. These are fine cards to have in the opening hand. And with that, Hallowed Fountain. This really is just a great start. There was, I suppose, should have been some consideration for playing Fae of Wishes as a blocker. Just in the interests of slowing down the amount of damage I take and stuff like that, but I think I could just keep both lands. I think both lands actually sounds fine. I mean, they're both good lands that do something. I think if either of them were kind of on the less powerful side of things, I wouldn't have kept. But so let's see. Do I want to bounce Daxos? I think I'm just bouncing my Omen and drawing a card. And like, sure, Teferi's gonna die. There's a lot of things that could go wrong for me, but this isn't bad. Especially with Tomik. I think Tomik is like one of the worst plays that he could have made. Not like saying he made the wrong play. I mean like for his board position, like of the plays that are available, that's the one that's going to benefit him the least. Especially since I just drew that Clarion, so my draw's just been perfect so far. Heliod, sure. Let's just play Narset. Impulse for a Supreme Verdict, Vantress, and Detention Sphere on Heliod. Just reduce my exposure to potential game-winning combos. Elspeth Conquers Death is somewhat annoying. I wonder what he's going to exile. The Detention Sphere. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and make a 1/1. So he's got Heliod back. Impulse grabs a Chandra, looks pretty good. And I think I go Granted. Yes. Get a Pithing Needle and Pithing Needle on Walking Ballista. All right. So the reason I Needle Walking Ballista is that I don't care now if he plays it as a creature. So I'm not going to get comboed off, but instead of getting like the blue-black anti-combo card, Unmoored Ego, I'd rather just let him draw them and have them be kind of shit when he does. Because, you know, some big expensive ground creature with effectively no text is not a threat. So what do I do from here? I think Drawn from Dreams. Oh, I have to start paying mana for this? Awkward. Well, Drawn from Dreams. Getting Oath of Teferi and Sun's Champion. And then Sun's Champion, make a bunch of 1/1s. Okay. So I want all my needles, Clarion, Verdict. What do I not want? Gideon of the Trials is kind of bad, right? Against this. Don't love it against most of his stuff. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Still need to cut 3 cards. Don't think I need Oath here. I think Awakened Inferno is probably not super needed. Elsmeth Sun's Champion's probably better. And maybe I cut... Don't know about cutting Fae. Fae seems like a good blocker here. I'm gonna leave 1 Verdict in the side to wish for and just go up on the Deafening Clarions. Needs lands. I have a Fae as a blocker and a Teferi. Not as good as the potential of the previous hand, but certainly a keep. Opponent looks like they mulliganed. Sure. Gonna run out Fae as a blocker next turn. Knight of the White Orchid. Yeah, that's not getting you any value. And let's go ahead and play Fae. I think instead of playing Teferi, I'm just going to play Omen of the Sea and see what I can get. I don't want either of these because I want lands. Okay. So Ardenvale, and I can play Vantress next turn. Arcanist's Owl finds a Stasis Snare. Block the Knight of the White Orchid. Now, I'm going to just Drawn from Dreams and get Interplanar Beacon with the Stasis Snare. Interplanar Beacon, Fires of Invention has to be the best. My opponent does have a ton of mana though, so if they have more good stuff to play, I might be in a lot of trouble. Like a Heliod and a Ballista, I'll just be dead. So this is 7-9. I think I'm just dead, actually. Right? Because, like, that's just a lot of damage. I'm at 7. I can't Deafening Clarion to kill the Arcanist's Owl. I could only play one card. Whatever I exile, I'm dead. Okay, well. Maybe I needed to play Teferi instead of the Drawn from Dreams. I guess I didn't really expect the Heliod to bring in a bunch of bonus damage. I could just bring in Gideon, because Gideon against Gideon is good for me. Nah. I'm going to be on the play this time. Hopefully he's got slightly less fast of a draw. Yeah, this hand's good. This hand's just fine. Hopefully he's got a bunch of random dorky creatures early, and I can just Deafening Clarion them all away. Time Raveler is a nice draw. Walking Ballista. Don't want to try to bounce the Walking Ballista for him to shoot Teferi and me not draw the card. Much rather just like save for a Deafening Clarion on the following turn or something. Knight of the White Orchid gets you some value. Yes, yes, well done. Congratulations. And exiles Teferi. So I think I have to Deafening Clarion here, because if I don't, I'm dead to land plus Heliod. Was not expecting the Glare of Heresy. He whiffed on the Owl. So, definitely going to just cast Granted. Yes, I want to use its ability. What do I want to get? I think Chandra Awakened Inferno looks good. So I can play the Inferno next turn. So he gets another land. Probably puts the counter on the Arcanist's Owl because he's going to get the Idyllic Grange. Yeah. So that is a bit awkward because now Chandra isn't a great play, because the Chandra would just immediately die. There's also a Heliod, which is another thing to be concerned about. Well, Clarion doesn't do much. I could wish for Verdict and play Fae of Wishes. Don't like that too much. Nah. It's not great, but I'm gonna just kill that bird. And gotta pray that he does not have a Ballista, and hope that he doesn't have 2 more white pips either. Bit of a long shot, that one, and a Ballista. Damn. Yeah, just... he had some good draws in game 2.